What's up, my Nakama? Today I have a theory on the forms of Haki. As you all know, the final form of Haki is King's Haki, and only a select few can have King's Haki. But I believe there is a higher power, a power that goes beyond King's Haki. God Haki. I first must let you all know, if you didn't know already, Oda is a fan of Star Wars. In One Piece, Haki is similar to the Force. Observation Haki and Jedi senses are both similar, being able to sense something or someone while not even looking or listening in the direction of the object or individual. Not only that, both Observation Haki and Jedi sense allow you to feel a dangerous presence / aura. A perfect example would be Luffy realizing that someone dangerous was in the castle, and like Anakin Skywalker realizing that the princess was about to die in the hands of a bounty hunter. This is only the few of many similarities between the Force and Haki. So as you all can see, Haki and the Force share the same things. But there's one thing in Star Wars that caught my attention: mind control. So as I showed earlier in the video, both Haki and Force are the same thing, but the Force has an ability known as mind control. Does Haki have mind control? Yes, and this mind control ability is God's Haki. I will go over 7 characters who have shown to have God's Haki, but if any one of these characters can convince you God Haki exists, it is Goldie Roger, and I will explain later on in the video. But first, let's begin with the old man in Luffy's backstory. Now, as I go into details with each character and when they showed mind control, or aka God Haki, I will go one by one, but the details I have are little, as I wish to hold on to the full in-depth details later on for the video, for everything to make sense. So please understand, as I go one by one with each character, I will explain in full depth God Haki at the end of the video. The old man from Luffy's backstory has shown multiple times of him telling creatures, or in this case, huge animals, to do what they're told. Something like in Star Wars, mind control. There was even one part of the old man that resembled a lot like Shanks from episode 4. Both the old man and Shanks had both told huge scary animals to back off, or give them a command. With the old man, it's like mind control. Some of you will argue and say that it was King's Haki, but like I said before, I will explain everything at the end when I go one by one with each character. Moving on to Kaido. Gekko Moria had said that he was defeated in the New World by Kaido, but Moria said that Kaido changed him and his will, thus going back to the Grand Line and stacking up on zombies. Kaido changed Moria's will. What I went over with Kaido and Gekko Moria, doesn't that sound similar to someone else? Whitebeard and Crocodile. In the New World, Crocodile's will was crushed, changed by Whitebeard. Moving on to Shanks. While Shanks was on board Whitebeard's ship, the second part of the conversation had turned into a uproar. Shanks was not asking Whitebeard to leave Blackbeard alone. Shanks was demanding, and as you can tell, his voice and tone towards Whitebeard was rage and anger. And of course, Whitebeard refused Shanks' demand, because Shanks in this case was using mind control, but it didn't work because Whitebeard either used King's Haki to block out Shanks' mind control, aka God Haki. I will explain in full detail later on in the video. Next we have Monkey D. Luffy, and I actually have 2 examples of God Haki. The first is in Alabasta when Luffy defeated Crocodile. Crocodile's will had changed one more time. Wait a second, mind control, being able to change someone's mind. But in One Piece, being able to change someone's will, what ability can do that? To tease all of you, let me use the best example for Luffy. In Marineford, Mihawk said, "It is no cheap trick, not a devil fruit or anything like that. Luffy has the power to change his enemies into his allies." Mihawk said this in Marineford. Now I'll ask all of you one more time. What ability is there for someone to change someone else's will? Let's continue. With Doflamingo, I believe he formed God Haki at a very early age when he went from being a world noble to a normal citizen. At one point in a backstory, we see Doflamingo all scared from having a nightmare, a dream about him when he was little. To make matters worse, he later finds out that the only blood of his family had betrayed him. I believe Doflamingo being scared and Doflamingo killing his only brother, his god's Haki, is slowly starting to be weakened as he has already fallen to the dark side. Thus his will can no longer be saved. And last but not least, Gold D. Roger. When exactly did we see God's Haki? We saw God's Haki from Gold D. Roger in Monkey D. Garp's backstory. We saw Gold D. Roger and Monkey D. Garp in Impel Down. But what exactly happened in Impel Down? What did Gold D. Roger say to Monkey D. Garp? Gold D. Roger said, "I know you will protect Ace. I know you will look after Ace." Gold D. Roger wasn't asking Monkey D. Garp or for taking care of Ace. Gold D. Roger demanded Monkey D. Garp, "You will take care of Ace and you will protect him." Unfortunately, Monkey D. Garp did not protect him, and I will explain why Monkey D. Garp could not protect Ace, but why Monkey D. Garp did in fact take care of Ace while growing up. So if you made it to this point of the video, thank you, but most of you probably know where I'm going with this theory. In Star Wars, mind control, changing someone's mind. In One Piece, changing someone's will. We've seen it time and time, and especially with these characters, they're changing someone's will, or their will has changed, or their will has weakened. Basically, one character would be evil, but suddenly they would turn good, or it would be the opposite, or one character would demand something. This is God Haki. God Haki is changing someone's will or point of view, or changing from a good to evil, or evil to good, or demanding something. Perfect example would be Roger telling Garp that he will look after Ace. Shanks telling Whitebeard that he will leave Blackbeard alone. Now these are kind of mind control demanding parts in God's Haki, but Luffy changing his enemies to allies, that is changing will, that is God's Haki. Now most of the examples, the characters that I brought up, basically they are changing someone's will, or their will cannot be changed, their will cannot be saved, and other characters are demanding something. So Roger told Garp that he will take care of Ace and he will protect Ace. But Monkey D. Garp did one out of the two things that Roger told him, demanded Garp to do. Because Gold D. Roger had died, God's Haki on Monkey D. Garp was getting weakened and weakened day by day, month by month, year by year. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the mind control, the demanding, and the changing will is God's Haki, an ability under King's Haki or advanced King's Haki. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Anime Fan Talk. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, and if you're new, if you could please subscribe, that would be really great. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anime Fan Talk, signing off.